This is how it all began, back in the year 1886. A crank instead of a steering wheel, 3 wheels, and 1 cylinder. The world's very first car, driven by the great-granddaughter of the inventor himself, Carl Benz.
I always enjoy driving the patent motor car. I feel at home in it.
It was Bertha Benz, wife of the inventor, who brought the car to public attention when she took it on its maiden journey. 125 years later, nostalgic vehicles from different eras take part in an anniversary tour through Stuttgart. Wolfgang Porsche drives the first car built by his father in 1947.
I remember how my father drove this #1 prototype during an historic circuit of the Nürburgring. There are still many pictures of that event. What can I say? It's very moving.
Whether it's for Boris Becker or other celebrities, German car makers bring out their finest vehicles from their respective museums for the anniversary celebrations. An electric racing car gives us an idea of what the future holds. 125 years of mobility arrive at Stuttgart's Schlossplatz.
125 years of the automobile has set the world in motion, and it'll probably continue to do just that in other ways with different kinds of engines, but always with plenty of emotion.
.470 horsepower. There's absolutely nothing down to earth about this car. Motor racing is pure passion. The first training session for Swiss racing driver Rahel Frey. She's new in the German Touring Car Masters, or DTM.
The first laps were very difficult. It's raining. It's pretty slippery on the course, and if you don't know the car's limits, it's very difficult.
Rahel loved go-karting as a girl, and now she's pursuing her dream career. She's racing at speeds of up to 270 kilometers an hour for Audi. What began in 1900 as small-scale competitive races are now huge sporting events. Michael Schumacher, the world's most successful racing driver, or Sebastian Vettel, the last winner of the Formula One title, are among the sport's biggest names. The moment of truth. Rahel Frey is about to move into the starting position at the Hockenheimring. It's her first DTM race.
There needs to be a certain tension, a certain nervousness. Otherwise, it wouldn't be right. Because you always want to give your very best, to achieve your very best.
But then she gets off to a bad start. She tries to make up for it with every lap. Rahel ends up in 15th place. On this particular occasion, Mercedes won. Wertkanzler says change is long overdue. The Berlin mobility expert predicts that the megacities of tomorrow will buckle under the strain. The world is home to just under 7 billion people, and everyone wants to be mobile. The cities of the future need new, emission-free concepts.
I believe that the combustion engine as a motor for cars in cities will face increasing problems in the coming decades. More and more cities will opt to ban vehicles powered by combustion engines or make it so expensive that it becomes an extremely unpopular mode of transport.
One solution for the future would be that we no longer drive ourselves. Steered by GPS and the internet, the car comes to us. A Berlin University project is putting the idea to the test. Vehicles equipped with an autopilot system would mean less traffic and greater safety levels. The system would rule out human error at the wheel. The car of the future would make its own decisions, communicate with other vehicles, and recognize fluctuating traffic conditions. The electric cars travel in convoys to prevent congestion. But what about the sheer pleasure to be had from driving?
Well, the Lausitz ring could be opened up to private motorists at the weekend, for example. They'd meet there to drive around and race against each other. But for everyday use, the private car will be obsolete in cities.
Scientists are also testing new ideas for freeway traffic. The vehicles are controlled by autopilot systems and travel in a close-knit convoy. This saves energy because each vehicle moves in the slipstream of the one ahead. Car to go, a takeaway car. An electronic chip on her driving license makes Martina Frick fully mobile. She doesn't want to own a car, she'd rather share one. The student, who lives in Ulm, pays 24 cents a minute for the privilege, including fuel. This is a trend that is forcing car makers like Daimler back to the drawing board. The new concept is called car sharing. For members of the young generation, the car has lost its cult status. It's been replaced by new must-haves such as smartphones or mini-computers. The Facebook generation is at home in virtual worlds. BMW is now taking its customer pitch straight to those virtual worlds with its Mini brand. In this commercial campaign, for example, young people have their photos taken and later posted on the internet.
Better. Okay, photo. Here's the camera.
Thank you.
Okay.
A marketing concept for a new generation of car users. Daimler's car-sharing package Car2Go is already proving a success. Competitors such as BMW want their slice of the pie and are following suit with similar concepts, for example in Munich and Berlin.
Yeah, good.
Martina Frick enjoys being mobile and flexible. When she no longer needs the car, the student from Ulm just leaves it parked for the next user. In Germany, both the transport minister and car makers agree. Electrically powered vehicles like the A1 e-tron by Audi are the cars of the future. Manufacturers are putting the new technology through its paces together with electricity suppliers. The German government would like to see 1 million electric cars on the nation's roads by the year 2020. A quiet mode of transport that's also environmentally friendly. If transport is to be really emission-free, the electricity must come from renewable energy sources. But supplies of wind and solar energy vary greatly. One solution would be to store energy temporarily within the electric car itself.
That would, in turn, involve every individual citizen in the overall energy budget and increase awareness of regenerative energies. And that would serve to promote all environmental technologies to the extent that we actually hoped would occur with electromobility.
Green energy for the electric car. Germany is making this possible. Up to now, just 17% of Germany's electricity is generated by wind, water, and the sun. That percentage needs to rise as nuclear power is phased out, and green energy is expected to meet almost a full third of our total needs by 2020.